Hi, I'm Robin Ficke, Senior Vice President of Research at World Business Chicago. We are here celebrating Manufacturing Month with Jeff Deck from Laystrom Manufacturing. Jeff, will you take a moment and introduce yourself?
Laystrom Manufacturing was incorporated in 1951, moved to its current location in 1958, which is on the west side of Logan Square.
Yeah.
It's a great neighborhood. We're in the middle of a neighborhood, so we're not on a major road or anything that way. But it works out great because we have a really great group of people. We have over 70 amazing employees.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
That are working there. And about 12% of them are able to walk to work.
I love that.
So they're all part of the community. And
Sure.
we feel as though we're part of that community as well.
Tell me a little bit about the awards that Laystrom has won.
Sure.
Yeah.
We've been Inc. 5000 for 2 years.
Okay.
We've got the Intercity 100 through 3 years in a row now.
Okay.
And we've won numerous safety awards, which dealing with steel and sharp objects is pretty amazing. We actually just crossed over 1,489 days without a lost time incident.
Knock on wood.
Which puts us
phenomenal.
in a range of somewhere like being a software company.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we're dealing with stainless steel that is like razor blades at times.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So I give a lot of credit to all the people on the shop floor because it's them that's doing it. It's nothing else.
Yeah.
But them. They watch out for each other and care for each other.
That's amazing. That's really a lot of dedication, and it sounds like a really great place. So we're here to talk a little bit about how manufacturers innovate. And if you could tell us how you've shared how everybody sort of practices safety together. How do you guys innovate? What do you see your company innovating through?
We innovate through some automation. We have cobots in the shop. We have 3 automated lasers. So we can burn about 140,000 pounds of steel in a weekend with nobody there.
Oh, wow.
And if the machine goes down, it actually calls a couple people on their cell phone, and most of them can fix it just from their laptop.
Yeah.
Occasionally a person will have to come in, but none of that technology was around in the last 10 years ago.
Right.
So it's always advancing and always changing.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And can you use a term called cobot? Can you explain for folks, what is a cobot? Explain for me, what's a cobot?
The difference between a robot and a cobot is a robot has to be guarded with fencing and secured away from anybody around it. A cobot can work right alongside a person. Okay. If it was to swing, it's an arm. And if it swings around and it was to hit you, it would hit you with about 3 pounds of pressure. Okay. And it would stop. Yeah. Automatically. So
much safer,
Much safer, much easier to handle. Plus, you can move it from one location to the other. We've had it on same one on about 4 or 5 different machines.
Oh, that's really fascinating.
So, we picked the most boring job in the shop.
Sure.
And that's what we give it to the cobot. Oh, and then we have taught our people how to work with it, train it, because it needs training to do the job, and how to make good products out of it.
Oh, that sounds really fun, actually. And it probably is really interesting for your employees to do as well, right? You said you sort of replaced a really boring, probably repetitive job with something that's much more advanced and interesting.
And that's kind of how it started. I was talking to one of the employees, and she had made a comment, I hate to do this job because every time we run it, I have to sit here and tap these parts.
Oh, I see.
For 3 weeks. Oh. And I said, you'd rather be doing something else? And she said, yes. We already ordered the cobot, so it came in a few weeks later, and we said, we'd like you to teach the cobot how to do that job so you don't have to do it anymore.
Fascinating. Wow.
And they gave it a name, David. And
I love it.
For a while, we put googly eyes on it and made fun with it and stuff that way, but everybody got used to using it, and now it's running full-time on a press brake.
Oh, wow. That's so fun. That's really, really fascinating. So thank you for taking us through how Laystrom innovates. What do you see over the next 5 years innovation? What's on the horizon for both your company, but also manufacturing broadly?
Manufacturing is evolving so quickly through technology. I mean, right here in Chicago, you have M-Hub, you have MXD, some of the greatest areas to pick up new ideas and to draw from and gain. Then you also have other companies in the area like Mitsubishi and others that are developing new products constantly.
Yeah.
So it really allows us to stay on the cutting edge of materials and things that way, as well as processes.
Okay. Yeah.
It used to be that I used to be in the automotive business where I dealt with automotive and a PPM, parts per million,
sure,
reject rate. They used to set it for stamping somewhere around 300-400. Mm-hmm. We've had two of our largest customers come back with PPM levels for us under 50.
Okay. Wow.
Which, being a lot of hand operations, again, I give a lot of credit to employees and things that way.
Yeah.
But it's also due to the technology and improvements that we've made over the years.
Yeah. Oh, that's really fun. So it is, you're right. This is this sort of broader trajectory of kind of less, kind of repetitive, boring, but really more dynamic thinking about how do we train something to do this better and really add value to a product, which I think is really important. That's really fascinating. So thank you for kind of taking us through that. So I think we want kind of a really quick, just sort of lightning round, right? If people are thinking about manufacturing, what are the top 3 things that make you most excited about manufacturing?
I would say the technology in the area, the diversity of different types of companies and products that are in this area, as well as the people.
Yeah.
Reshoring is adding a lot of new things to this area, especially. It used to be said many years ago that if it's made anywhere in the world, you can find it in Chicago.
Yes.
And I think we're getting back to that, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I think that is really exciting. And I think we forget sometimes, and just to remind, folks who are listening, Chicago's the number 2 manufacturing industry, but really we're the only metro area in the country that has as robust of a manufacturing ecosystem, meaning, right, it's everything from chemicals to metals to plastics to paper packaging, right, that's here. And it's, it employs about 400,000 people. It's got a 99 billion economic impact on the city. So it's a pretty phenomenal industry and a really big part of our ecosystem. So thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
Any last things that you think people should know about Laystrom or manufacturing?
Laystrom's a family-owned business. We treat our employees like their family. We actually have 6 different families, including the Laystrom family, involved in the daily operation of the business.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So you see that in a lot of Chicago companies.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that come in from out of the area don't understand that until they get into one of those family-owned businesses, and they realize how nice it is to work with people that they can trust and that they're trusted.
Who have a vested interest in the company.
Not only that, but the training aspects of it.
Right.
We go through a very strict training process. We have a skills matrix set up for all our employees, and it's actually the supervisors, part of their review is how much they teach. And how much they train.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was brought up on an old saying that was, if you truly know something, teach someone else because now you're twice as good.
Right.
I've really pushed that back into Laystrom, and it always was an area, a company that taught people. But by putting a couple extra things in place, it really drives it home.
Yeah. That's actually really great. And I think that's really important as we think about, especially, the talent pipeline and how to sort of really create a robust manufacturing pipeline. People want to be able to see, where's my career trajectory going with this? And so being able to work in a place where you're getting training and the company is investing time into, improving your skill set, it's really important. And so I think that's really, manufacturing offers a unique proposition to people who are considering that field.
And kind of just like this building here, people look at it from the outside and they say, "Whoa, look at this old building. It's from 1927, the building we're in." Then they walk in, they see 3 automated lasers, they see all this other technology, and they're shocked by it.
Yeah.
And it allows us to do a lot of on-the-job training, as well as put people through college.
Yeah.
We've brought people up from temporary, put them into an engineering position.
Wow. Yeah.
Brought them up and put them in purchasing positions as managers and things that way. So this area helps us do that, and it helps us to continue to grow.
Yeah. Oh, that's fabulous. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
Well, thank you so much, Jeff, for taking the time to meet with me. And thank you.